Man in a Tub presents the Tubcast.
Welcome to the Tubcast, where you get it quick and you get it fast.
Hey.
It's lovely to have all of you, ladies and gentlemen, joining us for this evening of fun and pleasure beyond your wildest dreams.
Beyond
Your wildest
I mean, I've had some
dreams?
pretty wild dreams.
This is going to be beyond that.
What about facts? You got some wild facts too.
It's going to be more than you could have ever
those are
imagined.
tame.
True.
Your facts, these are going to be alternative facts.
It's an older meme set, but it checks out.
This is
Sup, Joe Liver?
the Tubcast. My name is Eric. As always, I'm joined by Kyle.
Hello.
And Jeremy.
Me.
Nathan's here.
Hello.
And of course, we'd like to welcome everyone who is in our chat. Thank you, Jay Oliver, for joining us on this fine evening. And anyone else out there on internet land who may be tuning in at this moment.
Jolliver says, "You go to heck, Jeremy." That's with 3 L's.
That's not how you spell heck.
I know. I was keeping it family friendly, man.
He's heckling.
Oh, he's heckling.
Heckling.
What did you do to trigger Jay?
I don't
there,
know. Yeah, what'd you do?
What did you do?
I feel like I'm triggering everybody tonight.
I mean,
I don't even
You're
know why.
triggered.
I think.
What are you talking about?
Whoa, good job, Kyle.
Come on, now.
You like that? You like that?
I don't know. It felt a little real. Yeah.
Sure,
Because we're
let me take
always
my
real.
pop.
You know what? Drink your giant pop. I don't care.
Jeremy has a large sody,
Straight from the bottle.
2 liters.
How much are you? Oh, I thought you were going to try and go for the rest of that.
No.
I thought he was too.
Jeremy's like,
I thought about
Jeremy's never wanted diabetes so bad as when he drinks a whole 2 liter in one setting.
Who said I was drinking the whole 2 liter tonight?
Well, you
Let's
would.
see how the night goes.
Hang on. Was it fresh
Yes.
when you sat down here?
Absolutely.
Okay, so
So we're a third,
about a
which is
third
not
of the
that
way.
much in a 2
Yeah.
liter if you think about it.
Yeah, it's just 2 liters. I mean, it's
like
How much is that in
2/3
ounces?
of a liter.
Does anyone know?
I don't know,
Is it
but I know it's a lot of
88
sugar.
ounces. Someone fact check that for us, Kuipers.
How many ounces is in it? Like,
Yeah,
it's
in
like
2 liters.
64 ounces, isn't it?
No, that's
it's,
not how
it's,
that
it's
works.
times 2.
'Cause it's
no, liter is
metric
64.
versus
Guys,
standard.
liters
You
and
can't
ounces are two different.
do- Yeah, because
I
it's
know.
metric
Measurements.
standard.
But you
They
can
don't
still
have-
measure it. A liter is 64 ounces, so it's 2 liters. So it's what?
No, a
60
gallon is 64 ounces, isn't it?
2 liters is equal to 67.628
see?
64
fluid
ounces.
ounces.
Yeah, so it's slightly more than a gallon.
Oh, so yeah, okay. So it's close.
And it's not milk, so he won't chuck it
That's
up.
true.
Yeah, because milk is gross, people.
Chug it, chug it.
So there's
chug
6
it.
servings, 160 calories per serving.
That's per 12-ounce serving. Is that the? Okay, yeah.
There's 6
Yep.
servings in here.
I would like.
So someone do quick math.
Hang on, let me pull up my calculator. Jeremy, you might be able to solve this faster than I
It's
can.
900 calories.
See, there you go.
I
what
kind
I
of
was
did
gonna
that
say.
slow. I was hoping you'd get to it.
I was
but
gonna say you.
I was like, wait, that's actually not that hard to do.
I would just like to point out. It says right under the 2 liter that it's 2.1 quarts, so
Which-
that could have saved us a lot of time.
Well, the 0.1 of a quart, though, what's 1/10 of a quart in ounces?
Your face.
It's 4.6 ounces based on his math or whatever.
Hey, I don't bring my
Duh.
math into this. My math is probably inaccurate. Google's math.
Kyle's inaccurate.
That's accurate.
Okay. So it's Thursday night.
It is Thursday.
Time
Can
is
confirm.
right.
Thirsty Thursday.
The water's warm. The pop is cold.
Are you okay, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Do you have something you need to talk about?
Did a
everything okay?
bear attack you?
I'm single parenting right now.
Oh boy.
Is that really that hard?
Okay.
How badly
No, it's
did
not
you
hard at
tick
all.
off-
Okay,
actually.
okay,
It's-
reality-
It's completely easy. My
Reality
kids think
check.
I can't do anything though.
Why?
They put together this chore list
Oh.
for the next 5 days.
For you? That
Wait,
you
so
had
you're-
to do? Your chores?
They put all the chores, the things that mom normally does, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And they put together a list.
They're like,
And then I believe they talked her into paying them for doing chores while she's gone. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I'm not 100. I haven't gotten clarification yet. But then they come down and give me a Post-it note and says, "Here's your one chore. You get to do dishes."
well, that sucks.
And I'm
That's like
like,
the worst chore.
Well, there is a reason, right? There wasn't enough money that mom was going to pay them for them to be willing to do that chore, is my assumption. And the reason I believe they're getting paid is because then I get a text from my wife saying, "I hear they gave you a chore to do." And I was like, "Yep." And she goes, "Don't worry, I'll pay you too."
Whoa.
So
So wait, your
that
wife's
made me
gonna
assume
pay you to
that,
do the dishes?
I think it was sarcastic.
Is that what the chore is?
To do dishes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was just like,
Capitalism ruins everything.
doesn't it though?
Even the family unit. Like, it's just gross.
It is.
Your wife's paying you in favors, and kids want money.
Whoa,
and,
whoa,
like, this
hey,
is
actually,
weird.
that don't sound so bad.
I thought that's what you were insinuating.
Yeah, that's what I took.
No, I took it as she was telling me through that statement
yeah.
that she was paying them, but that they decided they didn't want to
No.
do.
So you're gonna get your 10
dishes,
cents too.
basically.
Okay.
So what else is?
I mean, I'm hoping it's Eric's idea.
So when you say favors, like you could kill somebody and she'll help you hide the body.
Oh,
that
she
kind of
probably
favor?
would if she was okay with the killing to begin with.
Well,
She has to ask no questions. That's part of
Oh.
the deal.
she would be okay. I don't think that would ever
You
happen.
do have a pretty large wooded lot. The problem with a
just saying-
wooded lot is it's harder to dig a hole because of roots and trees, especially one large enough to hide the body. So then you probably have to like cut the body up, right?
I suppose.
And then you got to get rid of the teeth. You've got to burn off all the fingers so that there's no.
Burn them off. I mean,
Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because then there's this thing called DNA. But DNA only works if they have something to base it on. If they don't have your DNA to start with, it doesn't matter if they can get DNA from the source. They have to have them. They have to match that to something.
Well,
yeah.
but somebody will be missing, and they'll presumably
not
be
if
able
it's
to.
a wanderer.
Oh, I suppose.
yeah, and it depends on if they have any idea why they would be. Why would they look here in my yard, right? I mean,
I guess, but by that logic, why are we going to all this trouble of hiding the person's identity
how
in the first
many-
place?
the right serial killers kill people that have no common trait or method of tracing them back to the killer.
Now I'm wondering how many are in your large wooded area.
Probably not many if he's smart.
Well, yeah, because all the roots. I already told you this, and you wouldn't put them in your place of residence. That
Well-
doesn't make any sense.
Well,
at
then
all.
why
That's
are we
like
talking about your
trophies.
place of residence in the
That's like-
first place?
I'm just saying I had a lot, but I probably wouldn't put them there because of all the roots and trees. But Eric, I think, alludes to a point. You wouldn't want like
You don't poop
if
where you eat.
If you do that, that's trophy.
Well, I mean,
killing.
unless you're talking about your
And
house
that's
in
a little-
general,
Yeah,
then I do poop in my house and
but
eat
not
in my
in
house.
the same room.
But no, I
often.
don't get a nice plate of dinner
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
you
then
don't
Go
poop
sit
in your
on-
pop a
kitchen.
squat on it
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
eat. Yeah, you wouldn't want to do that. I think you would want to I mean, if you take the hands, you just have to remove the hands and the head and bury them like far apart from each other. Like go 100 miles, east with the hands, and then go 100 miles.
So that's the problem, right?
West with the head.
Is then you have to have a reason to go that direction. Otherwise, you get spotted in that general path, and what's he doing there? He's not normally over there.
yeah, but not
We
if you
found the-
if you
gotta-
hide the hands well, then they're not going to find them for a while.
Well, that's true.
No,
That's what I
no one's
mean.
going to
You gotta-
remember you were out in eastern Iowa burying hands.
Yeah, but if you got to have a legit reason to go out of your normal path of traffic. So
I don't
take a camping weekend or something.
with a bag of hands in your trunk.
Yeah. Well, you keep them in the cooler.
Only the left hands.
obviously.
Let's be clear.
Okay, so left hands go
left hands go
east,
east,
right hands go west, and then heads go north and south, just depending.
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
where
You
you're.
alternate.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
What do you do with the rest of the body though? That's really the
Stew.
ew. I mean, I guess Jeffrey.
For your dog.
Right. Dog stew.
Yeah.
Oh, dogs too.
Dog
I mean,
stew.
you can feed them to pigs. If you had pigs, you should get pigs.
True. Pigs eat everything.
Mm-hmm.
Literally everything.
Yeah.
Pigs will eat other pigs.
So do tiger sharks.
I know. I used to have pigs.
I know. I'm just saying for emphasis.
Nick Gulliver, welcome to the chat. He says, "Do you have to have a beard to be on this show?" Yes, unless you're Trevor, but that's a different
Yeah,
show.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And Nathan tries.
He's got a beard.
Got a beard. It's just
I know
it's
it's
light.
the color. It's
I
the
just
color.
trimmed it like 2 days ago.
I wasn't
Light.
trying to. I'm sorry. I was rude. Nick,
Yeah, if you don't have a beard,
Kuipers, you can't be on camera.
then,
and
intern
have it.
status is
Thank
the
you,
large is the
Eric.
highest you can get.
Yeah. You don't get paid for that.
Yeah. I mean, you can watch the show and you don't have to have a beard. But I mean, if
Yeah.
you want to be on the show, if you're going to be on camera talent like us, then yeah, you better start prepping. Start that beard hair. Kuiper, sit down.
Kuiper's, no,
Kuiper's-
he went to his prop bag. I feel like he pulled out his long wizard beard.
I played the fifth.
Kuipers, what are you doing?
You have a hair on your brownie.
Oh, that's gross. It's probably from my beard.
It's
You
from
guys-
your desk.
Hey, would you guys not talk about Jeremy's brownie hair while we're
I just want to say
on air?
also when you're an intern, your mother has to bake us brownies.
Yes.
I mean, there's one rule about just production in general, whether it's television or internet. It's you'd never talk about brownie hair on
Oh,
the air.
yeah, that's true.
just like something.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something that way back to like the greatest news anchors of all time. To
You
Pat
gotta-
Sajak.
Burgundy.
You got to know all the rules and then know when to break them.
Okay.
This is the time to break
Well,
it.
why?
So I was trying to figure out how much sugar you would consume if you drank that whole thing, and
Okay.
from what I'm looking at, it's a lot less than I thought. Like, it's like 200,
42 grams per serving.
so like 244 grams for the
not
whole
that
thing.
bad.
That's like a cup of sugar, pretty much. Like
That's not bad.
a cup of sugar is 250 grams. So like, I'm surprised that in that huge bottle there's only a cup of sugar.
Yeah,
I
and
almost-
it's 900 calories, so it's basically like your dinner.
Yeah,
Liquid dinner.
that's what he calls human stew.
It's for the dog. It's for the dog.
I mean, it's time for liquid dinner. Ding ding.
The dog's name Ding Ding.
Oh yeah. Nick Ulver says, "This is my first time on Twitch watching from Australia. Great job, guys. Thank you for
Thank you.
tuning in. We appreciate it.
This is not normal.
This is normal."
This is absolutely normal.
Why wouldn't this
It's
be
a great
normal?
thing that we're going to talk about Australian gun laws tonight, right?
No, we're absolutely not.
What?
Nope. Nope.
No, I don't think any of us are qualified for it.
I'm
I
not.
figured we had someone in the audience who could assist us.
That's why would we talk about Australian
You know
gun
what?
laws?
I don't know. I
you
heard it's a
can you
thing.
can whisper to Nick Gulliver and ask him about the Australian gun laws. Are you thinking about moving there?
No.
Oh, okay.
I take it you don't agree with their gun
It's a
laws.
landlocked island
It's pretty big.
Most islands are landlocked,
filled with
Jeremy.
lots of sand and huge animals that are dangerous.
I mean,
So-
technically, America, North America and South America is one giant landlocked island.
Jeremy hates sand.
You know,
Coarse and rough.
they're saying 50 million
irritating.
years from now.
It gets everywhere.
They're saying 50 million years from now, Pangea is going to reform as the Atlantic Ocean disappears, and the Pacific Ocean is going to increase in size.
Oh, really?
Yep, that's what I heard.
Oh, okay.
How's that supposed to work out?
I don't know, but Australia will still be an island. So,
So,
I guess
Jeremy,
it don't matter.
if you look at this, I found this neat little map, and it shows Australia compared to the United States, and like we're really not that. We're about the same size.
Holy cow.
So, like, if you look at this overlay here, you can see that if you're
Yeah,
going to call them a
but-
landlocked island, we're not far off from being.
But we're connected.
Okay, we got
to
Canada and we got Mexico,
yeah,
but
exactly.
still.
That's what I mean.
We're more landlocked. There's
just-
more land around
Yeah, isn't
us.
landlocked when you're stuck in the middle of land?
Yeah, we are landlocked.
Wouldn't they be like waterlocked or ocean locked or sea locked or wet locked?
He's trying to think. He's backed into a corner.
Yeah.
No, it's not how landlocked works.
Hey, Marley Bailey, welcome to the chat.
Hey.
We're doing fantastic. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
Waterlocked, I think it is.
Nope.
Waterlogged.
Nope.
Waterboxed.
Waterboxed.
All right, hang on. I'm gonna
Why don't
search
you guys
it.
just
Salted
tell
in.
us in the chat if you agree landlocked
Nope. Look
or
at this.
waterlocked?
Kyle just
Okay.
Googled landlocked countries
landlocked
and
is
they.
almost or entirely surrounded by land, having
was
no
wrong,
coastline or seaport.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? I can be wrong.
Nick Gulliver says we're the largest island in the world. Congratulations, Australia.
Marley Bailey asks, "Is water wet?"
In other news, water is wet.
Not all the time.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It depends on what state it's in.
Kentucky?
No, then it's bourbon.
That's it's still wet, but it could be dry.
It's still wet.
I like to imagine. I like to imagine even in Kentucky, even the rain is bourbon.
They're all alcoholics, but they don't know it, and they're fun to be around.
It's like asking a fish what water is. They don't know any different.
The racism's the same too. They don't,
True.
They're also confused. They're, landlocked or waterlocked. It doesn't matter. We're glad that we could all be here.
Yeah, you're on the other side
hey.
of the pond, if you will.
Thanks for following.
Thank you very much, Marley Bailey, for following. You clicked that heart and you made our hearts a little bit bigger. And now they're palpitating.
And then we gain this strength of 10 Grinches plus 2.
Yes. Do you see they're making a new Grinch movie?
Yes, and I don't know why.
It's an animated one though, so at least that's got to be
Because it's cheaper.
that's got to be better than the.
I don't know if it's cheaper or not, but I think in today's
I feel like-
movie-making society, it's easier.
Okay, I will grant you, trying to create the world that Dr. Seuss illustrates in live action would probably be prohibitively expensive.
I mean, they
to
did
make
it
it
with
look
Jim
good.
Carrey.
I know. That's
Oh.
what I'm saying.
Yeah. Thank you for subscribing, Jay Oliver. That is muy appreciated. That's Spanish
We
for
like
thank
your
you.
money.
Appreciado.
Stuff.
No, I know Spanish. You know not languages.
See.
Yeah.
You can barely speak English, Nathan. Don't tell me Spanish.
Oui.
That's French for no.
Don Kershern.
I think that's German.
9.
Dankeschön.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Logan says the new movie's going to be a dumpster fire. I don't know.
Oh, good. I just read what she said and thought she was saying we were going to be a
I
dumpster
thought
fire.
that too, Jeremy.
No, no.
I think-
Why would she say that about
Oh,
us?
because she loves us.
I wonder if part of it is that it looks like it's being done by Illumination Entertainment,
Illuminati
Is.
which
Oh,
did the Lorax.
Watch for
So I have a feeling that they may have gotten a Dr. Seuss contract.
Oh, yeah.
And
So it's
that-
going to look
yeah.
just like the Lorax.
Well, I mean, the animation kind of looks like it.
Yeah.
So it looks like my guess is they are probably going to be a lot more.
Illumination
Dr. Seuss
did like
movies.
all the Minion stuff though.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
And they're doing the Super Mario Brothers
the
movie.
Super Mario Brothers, yes. Which I'm very curious what the plot line to that is going to be because Mario doesn't really talk that much.
It's
He
just
kinda
gonna be-
says, "It's me."
It's
And,
going to be
like,
him constantly putting in job resumes. That's just going to be the
because
whole
he's
running
like
joke.
trying to find out if he's a plumber
Yeah.
or if he. Yeah.
I will have you know, Eric, there are movies with mute protagonists,
No, I know. I like The Shape of Water,
like
right?
The Shape of Water.
Yeah.
Which thanks for those stories last week. We have not addressed that yet, Nathan. Have you watched the show?
I have.
Did you watch the burning fire
Yeah.
you created
Let's,
for us?
let's make sure everyone's aware of what happened.
Oh, okay.
Because not everyone was here last week.
Yeah.
Nathan, what happened last week? You tell us from your perspective.
All right, I will tell you from my perspective. I saw that nobody else was putting in stories, so I grabbed any story I thought was remotely interesting, put it in the agenda,
Yep. Sounds like a normal week.
and
Oh,
then
man.
everybody continued to not put in stories.
Well, after there were like 14 stories in there from you, I was like, well, my work's done
What's
here.
the point, right?
Yeah, there was a lot of stories in there.
So that's the beginning.
So
Yeah.
I proceeded to not be able to sleep Wednesday night, but
because of all the stories?
no.
Or the lack of our stories?
No, it had nothing to do with
Okay, I didn't-
with anything that I've said
make-
previously.
okay.
I was just unable to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's a thing that happens sometimes.
Sometimes
Insomnia?
when you drink too much Pepsi.
Yeah, don't sugar.
Anyways, go ahead, Nathan.
So, but I had a morning shift, so I just stayed up.
Oh.
And I was fully intending on waking up and going with Kuipers to the studio. But I slept right through my alarm, woke up like 5 minutes after he had been there, and I was like, well, dang it.
Whoops.
Okay, so let's interject here. Kuipers, how did that happen? What happened when you came to his door? Because you gave him a ride. You were supposed to give him a ride.
Correct. So I went over, I stopped by his house, kind of looked, well, I guess apartment, but I mean, yeah, I went, knocked on the door, and nothing happened. Kind of look in the window, and it's dark. And I basically tried knocking on the door again, got out my phone.
But you didn't knock too loudly.
Yep, didn't want to be annoying for the next door neighbors, so. But yeah, I kind of tried knocking, waited, thought, okay, I need to go now. We'll try one more time. but
Okay, so that's a good story. So back to Nathan.
For that illuminating story, Kuiper.
The same story he told last week. What did you expect was going to happen?
I was expecting the intern to bring it this week, but it didn't happen.
So I went to his house, like I said last
I told
week.
you last week.
I knocked on his door, like last week.
My
when
bad. Do you want me to hear the part about the wildebeest?
Yes. No.
Did they trample your father?
Sadly, yes.
Oh, okay.
It was a lovely service.
It's okay.
though.
Hakuna
It was a
Matata.
lovely service.
So Nathan missed the show last week.
Yeah, and so anyways, I wanted to talk about this a little bit because one of the stories we covered last week was man who had sex with a dolphin reviewed The Shape of Water. And I, since then, I've watched The Shape of Water. I really wanted to see that movie anyways. And
Is it because of the review?
No, it
that
was just
you-
because I like Guillermo del Toro and I wanted to see this movie. And I mean, I've got to say, this movie is absolutely astonishing. It's incredible. It is a fantastic movie. It is also weird in times, and
Yep.
it's uncomfortable also at the same time.
There's several uncomfortable scenes in it.
Where you're just like, I don't know what, but I have some theories. I almost want to do like a spoiler cast of just talking about this movie and see if like what everybody's theories are. But yeah, it's just the way things go together. It almost reminded me of and I mean this in the best way. It almost reminded me of M. Night Shyamalan movie. Just in some
Okay.
strange ways that I feel like I would spoil the whole movie if I said. So anyways,
Now I'm really curious.
it's a really
Was Bruce Willis dead?
yeah. Well, the fish man could see dead people.
See, that reminds me of M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, see, it does.
I'll grant you that.
But no, it was just. I mean, I'm not sure. I feel like he was trying to have some sort of a social statement in it, but I'm not sure what intercourse with Fishman means, or love story. I guess it's not just about the intercourse; it was a love story. But what the social
That is
lesson was he
I
was
don't know.
trying to go for.
I heard an NPR thing where they were talking to a transgender person and wanted to get their take on it, and they thought it was a great way to open up a
But
conversation about
I
diversity.
don't. But they're
I don't
still.
know. That's what,
but that's the
I mean,
thing.
I
is,
haven't
like,
seen it. I'm just saying.
No, I know.
feel
I
like
know.
they were trying to overtake it. And
I understand
claim it for themselves.
I understand that perspective, but I also like that's another human. Like whether
That's
you're,
right, yeah, exactly.
whether you're transitioning or whatever, you're still a human. Like so, I don't know. Go ahead, Nathan.
I think I could shed some light on this because
You could what? Some light?
shed.
Oh, okay.
You thought it was going to be a little bit.
I thought it'd be a little more murky.
You didn't know I create light that way.
Whoa!
When I flash, I really flash.
Woo! Illuminated.
Illumination. They're bringing you the Grinch.
Illumination is we're required by law to disclose that Illumination is a parent company of Nathan Zanus.
Wait,
LLC.
They own it?
LLC.
They own it?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a corporate buyout.
Yeah.
Wow.
The merger was messy.
Hostile takeover.
Feels like that was a little forced.
Nathan Zanus was resistant. All right, let's see.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
You just had to grease the wheels a little.
Just don't have no time for birthday. Just tell me one more time, girl. I'd rather lie or die, girl. No more time for birthday. Yeah.
Anyways.
So, Shape of Water.
Yes.
Shape of Water comes from a long tradition of casting the movie monster as insert whatever your cultural fear is,
Right.
which is usually a minority of some sort.
Well, yeah, Jeremy understands that.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Because I'm the minority on the
No, because you fear minorities, is what he's saying.
man. Oh, man.
Now, whether intentional or not on the part of the filmmakers, they were often drawing on cultural zeitgeist at the time. So, like, the invasion of the body snatchers is drawing on fear of communist invasion, stuff like that, and
So it is about transgender.
it's about any sort of othering. It's
About the other.
yeah,
Okay.
it's about the other. So it's essentially it's doing much the same thing that like Beauty and the Beast did of taking the thing that you fear and going, hey,
But I will
maybe it's okay.
But I will
maybe
say
you can love this thing.
the ending of Beauty and the Beast is a little different, right? But Shrek, on the other hand,
that is why The Shape of Water is a big step forward.
is it? I'm just curious.
In terms of that meta narrative.
Yeah. Well, on the other side of it is a lot of times in the monster movie genre, whether it's King Kong or whatever, like the damsel is always the one in distress being taken by the monster or whatever. Where in this scenario, she kind of takes the monster. You know what I mean? Like she's kind of, in a way rescuing it and then like having this relationship. So yeah, it kind of puts all that on its head.
Having this relationship.
Yes.
There are relations that are had.
Anyways.
And a ship.
Yeah.
And a shed.
There's a lot of water.
There's a lot of water.
The movie, it's one of those things. It's just, there are some things that are make you a little uncomfortable, but it's charming in a lot of ways. Like the way that the set pieces are just gorgeous looking. There's so much humor that's kind of just sprinkled throughout. I don't know. I really, really like that movie.
Now I'm picturing Guillermo del Toro as that meme, just sprinkling humor.
Yeah, that's what he does. Just a little dashes of humor.
A little sprinkle here. I don't know why I gave a Spaniard an Italian accent.
That's very appropriative of you. There's
It was other.
yeah. There's a scene where he tells the fish man not to play with the cats, and I just about lost it. It was just so funny. He's just like, don't play with the kitties, because an incident had happened earlier in the film. It just kind of cracked me up. Anyways, really good movie. Check it out.
Yeah.
I don't know how it pertains to dolphin love, but it's I get it, the fish thing, but I feel like this fish was a little more capable of consenting. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
I like that they even went so far in the movie to explain the mechanics of their relations. Like, very subtly, but still, like, one character asks about his performance.
Does he have parts?
Yeah, and how that works and all of that. And so, anyways. It's a fun John. So today, you ever been on the road and driving and then have like a moment where you're like, I think I surprised that I reacted the way I did, and because of that, I am still alive. I'm very thankful for that. But you just like still kind of shook afterwards. Like, I don't know how that all happened and how I made it out.
Something disastrous could have happened.
Yes.
And you somehow instinctively corrected in the right way to save your life.
Exactly.
It's because you're an amazing driver.
I would not say that. Well, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just still looking back on it going, every scenario was put in place for this to be really bad, and I'm just like.
So tell us.
Well, okay, so I'm on I think it's 680, and I'm going. When you're going towards Iowa on 680, and there's the bridge, the covered bridge kind of thing. It's like the tall, like all
For those of you not in the Omaha metro area, it's a covered bridge that goes over water.
Yes. So I'm driving in the right lane. There's a pickup truck in the left lane that's not directly behind me, but a little ways behind me, but still I can see them. And then there's another car like kind of riding my butt a little bit, right?
Right.
And then there's even another car that's pretty close to the front of me. Like I'm not tailgating, but I'm close enough.
You're close.
So out of nowhere, this car in front of me swerves to the left lane. Which, is strange, but it was a very dramatic swerve, and reveals to me, those tall, skinny construction cones, the ones that are like just like kind of cylindrical, and just one of those in the middle of the freaking road for no reason. There's no other construction in sight. just
And you had nowhere to go.
there's just a cone. And so I see behind me this other pickup, and I can't really slow down. And so I just swerve around it. And like they kind of had to hit their brakes, and it hit my mirror and like flipped my mirror against my car. But it was crazy. I didn't
Could have been much worse.
I could have. It was just one of those things where I just really the reason I bring this up is, where did that cone come from? Why was there a construction cone in the middle of the lane? Like, why?
Fell off a truck.
And it just landed there. I guess they're weighted, so if it fell off, that would make sense.
So
maybe.
we're talking like the barrel sized, or
the
little
skinny
tiny
one,
ones.
big base,
skinny
big black
ones.
base,
Okay.
tall skinny cone, right? It's not like a
Right.
cone shape. It's not the barrel. It's like big black base with the shaft,
Right,
the orange shaft. Yeah, it was just there. I don't know. I mean,
it had to have fallen off a
I
truck
can't
or
explain
something,
it.
right?
It just was
I
like
mean, that's what I would
It was
think.
just like it was there to hurt someone. Like that's
Yeah.
like how I don't know. But there was behind. Now that I think about it, it was actually like a big like truck behind me. So I don't know. He probably just ran it over.
I mean, they are designed to be ran over.
Are they like head on? Because it like took
Well,
out
yeah,
my
it's
mirror.
going to hurt something for sure,
Yeah.
but they're designed to still not.
I mean, luckily my mirror like is
cause
meant
you
to
to have an
collapse
accident, I
in.
guess is
But
what
if
I'm
it
saying.
wasn't, it would have just like ripped.
did
the
it leave
mirror
some
off.
orange on
No,
it? Oh,
no, it
okay, that's
didn't.
good.
It
That's
didn't.
good.
Yeah.
Huh.
Anyways, be careful out there. Don't look at your phone. Don't text and drive. Yeah, it's really scary out there. Yeah. So anybody else been up to anything this week, or is that it?
I'm trying to think. I didn't watch The Shape of Water this week.
Have you seen
I've
it?
seen it before.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good movie.
You know what I just watched before I came over?
What'd you watch?
Jumanji, not the new one.
Okay.
1995 Jumanji.
Oh.
Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah. Which I was like,
They're
who-
different.
I was like,
they're very
it's
different.
like, who is she? Who is she?
Yes,
And I was like,
Robin
oh,
Williams and
yeah.
Kirsten Dunst
They're
are very different.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
is technically a man and one is technically
One's dead,
a woman.
too.
It's the first time I've watched a Robin Williams movie since his passing, and it was delightful to see
That's a
him
good
again.
one to watch.
Yeah.
I forgot about it. Like I really kind of just hadn't remembered it well. Like it just.
Was it because of the new one that you decided to watch it, or just,
Well, I was okay. So it's twofold, right? Because the new one came out, and I heard someone talking about it recently, and I was like, "Oh, brother!" I rolled my eyes like that movie's trash. And then I'd made the mistake of showing my kids that on Apple TV you can see the Rotten Tomato scores of movies, and I was
Oh, boy.
and I was like, well, we don't want to watch this movie because it's got a
you're
low
training
score.
them your methods?
And I just said
Okay.
that like because I didn't want to watch whatever movie they're trying to get me to watch, right?
Uh-oh.
And oh my goodness, has it gotten out of hand? They look at the score for everything now, and it only took me saying it once. And so today, my daughter was at Target, and when she came home, she's like, "Dad, we should watch the new Jumanji." Like, and I'm like, "Well, why?" And my wife's like, "Well, she said it's certified fresh," and I was like, "How does she know that?" Well, the thing at Target, the display had a big certified fresh
That's
sticker on it.
yummy.
And I was like, I thought that movie was hot trash. I had no idea. Just because I saw the trailer and I was just like, I don't know. But it's got a
it is
71% on Rotten Tomatoes. So I was like, oh, okay, that's funny.
The new one was all right.
Ending a little wonky, but
So I might watch it. I don't know. I might watch it. I don't know. So you guys have seen it? Everybody's seen it? Or-
I've seen it.
I have not seen it. I've heard pretty universally good things about it, though.
Yeah.
I think just the
I'm
first
glad it
trailer I saw
wasn't
for it, I was
a
just like,
remake.
oh, this is a little weird.
Isn't it a
Like-
sequel?
It is a sequel.
yes, correct. It's a 10 years later sequel.
Somehow the
20
board game. I mean, don't spoil too much because I might watch it. But I'm just saying, somehow the board game becomes a video game. Not sure.
Well, I mean, even
I
from
saw
the
that in the
original-
trailer.
Yeah.
Even
life.
from the original, think about it. The game is magical anyway.
Yeah,
so,
life.
Yeah.
Life.
Yeah.
Life finds a way. Oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks.
exactly.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, wrong movie.
Yeah.
No, that's the right movie. Jumanji Park.
Yeah.
Jumanji Park.
Jumanji Park. There's dinosaurs and The Rock.
No, that's Rampage. Wait.
Huh?
No, there's no dinosaurs in that one, is there?
I don't know. But yeah, so I might watch the new one, I guess. I don't know. We'll see about it.
I have to,
is it-
I guess.
Has anybody else been doing anything? Movie-wise, TV-wise, comic book-wise? Dancing
I've been reading that My Friend Dahmer that you lent me.
Oh, have you finished it yet?
I'm about halfway through.
Oh, Okay.
So,
I mean, it
it's-
is a graphic novel.
Yeah,
I'm
it moves.
just-
It moves fast. I just
It does.
haven't had a lot of time, so
Yeah,
it's
you
really good. Like,
Isn't it weird the way that the thing that made me uncomfortable is how like in that time era it was okay for people to just like mock handicapped people or not.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to say that. What are you supposed to say now? Sorry.
I
don't
think handicapped is
know.
okay.
You still say that?
I think so.
Well, but like because he did that a lot as
People
a
with
teen.
disabilities, maybe?
Disabled people. I don't know, but he would do
Yeah.
this like these weird like voices and hand gestures and stuff that would mock people with disabilities.
Right.
And it was just weird because it was like him and his group of people, a group of friends would always do that. And reading it, it really makes you uncomfortable because it's just like, oh my gosh, like this is not okay. Like this is just weird. But I mean, he's a serial killer,
Yeah.
so I guess that's one thing.
but at the same time, like it's just interesting to see this perspective of somebody who's like, up to the point where he decided that he was going to go that route. Like, I
Go what
have
route?
that he was going to be a murderer and actually take someone's life.
you got there at the halfway point.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly
Because I don't
halfway.
think he doesn't make a decision quite that cut and dry. I
Right
don't
in
think.
the
I don't-
book.
you know.
No, I'm just saying, like in the stuff at the very beginning of the book, he says something to the effect. The author says, I felt pity for him
Oh,
up
okay.
until the point
Yeah, I gotcha.
that he decided to make that decision he made, and just the fact that there was so much that's just
Yeah.
no one said anything, and
Yeah.
there were plenty of opportunities to potentially change the course of his life that no one took.
And that's kind of, it's like that broken story, right? It's just the thing that we hear over and over again
Right.
about people. So,
Jeremy is just staring into Nathan's ear over here.
What are
or
you talking
something.
about?
I don't know. You
what
just-
Are you fascinated by my lobe?
have you been up to anything, Jeremy, other than Sea of Thieves? I know that's been kind of your life lately.
No, it
Just
hasn't.
kidding.
But it's good. No, I did.
You're a single
see-
parent right now.
That's
Yep.
right.
I did see Game Night recently.
Oh yeah,
thought it was good.
You said
That
was
looked
good.
like it would be pretty funny.
I saw Tomb Raider.
I heard that was garbage.
It was
Looks like it's garbage.
not great, but it wasn't bad. Like,
That's fair.
I didn't care that it was also a video game because it didn't matter. It had nothing to do with the story, which I liked about it. Right? It wasn't the standard. I know this is a video game movie.
I've heard it
And
might
it
have
was
been.
like Indiana Jones Jr. as a lady. That's really what it was.
Junior.
Junior lady.
Junior lady.
All right, so it's okay then.
Yeah.
Nathan,
It was worth the free movie ticket.
anything going on? Anything?
My Tinder thinks I'm in Pennsylvania.
Why?
I don't know.
Your
And I
GPS
can't convince it otherwise.
The GPS a little off there, maybe.
Like not all the time. Sometimes I'll get matches locally, but then they'll keep shifting between 7 miles away and 1,007 miles away. And I'm like,
Maybe they're trying to
Maybe
tell you that
yeah.
that's your market.
Yeah, they're like, hey, there's some people in Pennsylvania.
We feel like Pennsylvania is where you're gonna really.
You know.
Is your phone trying to
Find
move you away
some-
from here?
this was before I got the phone.
Oh, okay. So,
I
maybe
was-
your
I was
new
using-
phone.
So this was on the browser. So maybe on the phone it'll be more consistent.
I
but-
hope so. Now that Nathan has a new phone, by the way, I don't think we talked about
Oh
this.
yeah,
this
Nathan
show.
has a new phone.
That's good. I'm glad you have a new phone. It's an Android. It's an Android. Do you know what kind of Android it is? Does it have a name? Is it like the Android toast?
It's not Steve Kuipers.
French toast.
You know, that's
ZTE.
that's the OS, not
What
the
does that mean?
hardware.
I know.
Yeah, okay,
I know.
all
I'm
right,
just
all
being
right.
facetious. It's what?
ZTE.
Oh, the ZTE. Yes. I don't know. That's cool. You should.
a phone.
I can text you now.
It works.
Well, not yet. I have to get your number.
Oh, okay. Well,
I have your number. I'm
Wait.
going to text you right now, Nathan.
Okay.
Wait,
You ready
he
for
has
this?
a new number?
Yeah, I have a new number.
How'd you get his new number already, Kyle?
Because we're
I
cool.
met him outside.
I got
Yeah.
his new number. Too.
I got ambushed by him. I was getting out of my
Oh.
car, and he was
I
just
get-
standing there. He's like, "What's your phone number?"
Here, let me-
Well, he was shoving a brownie in his mouth.
Let
I
me
was like,
text
"What's
you too.
happening?"
I can text you too. How does that make
see
you
what I did
feel,
there?
Eric?
Login says, WTF? Nathan single? What is wrong with this world? I mean, there's a lot wrong with this world.
There is a lot wrong.
No,
with
no,
this
this
world.
is the only thing.
Yeah, okay, that's true. That is actually maybe true. The Kuipers is single too, so
Yeah.
maybe Love's in the air.
ladies.
Are you trying to hook me and Kuipers up?
Yes.
Whoa.
That's exactly what I was
I
doing.
don't think Kuipers would go for that.
No.
Kuipers, would you go for that?
Kuipers, your new job responsibility is to give Nathan companionship, lifelong companionship.
I'm already giving him rides to here.
So you're saying it's an obvious next step.
If the courting is going well, Kuipers.
I'll be your Miss Daisy.
Lifetime companionship is next.
Is that a role play thing, Nathan?
Downbite.
Yeah. Kuipers is the illumination in this scenario. There,
Brought to you by.
Nathan's anus. All right, there is there's a story that's been going around here that you might have heard of. That Toys R Us is going out of business. I think you can go get 75% off toys right now if you want.
Sweet.
What are we doing here?
I don't know. They have bikes. They have all kinds of things.
They have video games.
They have video games. Yeah.
Lego sets?
Lego sets. Legos. I hear Nerf guns are a hot item to get one of this deal.
I want to buy the giraffe.
You can. He
Are
makes
they-
great brisket.
Wait,
Just
are they-
smoke him slow and long?
Oh, I thought you meant he cooked the brisket.
No. We turned the giraffe. We giraffe briskets.
So how
delicious.
do you know how
concerned
long
are-
their closing is going to take?
I don't know. They're liquidating. You know.
Yeah, selling off everything. Are they scratching off serial numbers on those Nerf guns though?
I mean, they should.
That's
Black
Probably
market.
important.
They're probably at this point, since they're liquidating, they're not like following the standard, waiting period when they sell a Nerf gun to a
Right.
child. But sorry, I didn't mean to trigger you, Jeremy.
Gun show loophole.
Pun intended. It's the toy store loophole.
Triggered. I like what you did.
So, anyways, rising up from the ashes of Toys R Us,
phoenix.
KB Toys is out there saying, "Hey, why don't we come back and we'll hire some of the employees, whenever we open a store again."
That's real promising.
So yeah, I guess the brand is still owned by a company.
Yeah.
I mean,
and-
why would you get rid of
yeah,
IP, right?
and they're gonna try to, I guess, open brick and mortar again.
yeah.
but it sounds like there would be little like pop-up stores.
Yeah,
I
they're,
thought.
what they're doing, what they're planning on doing is doing pop-ups during holiday season.
Oh, okay.
So
they're-
it's like the board game store that always shows up in the mall.
Could be.
for 2 months, or the calendar
Yeah.
store.
Or the
Yeah.
Halloween costume stores.
There you go.
And I think that they said that if they do well in some locations, they may look at which ones are the most profitable during that time, and may try to make them a little more of a this is going to stick type of thing. So
it's just gonna be like pop-ups around the holidays to start, and then if that goes well, maybe more serious
So
relationship
hey,
with the public.
sorry you're losing your job in the spring, but maybe this fall,
Yeah.
you'll have a 3-month gig.
Yay. Wait.
Coming this fall to a pop-up store near you.
Yeah, we need quality.
I could kind of
retail.
see KB's coming around like a GameSpot or GameStop. You know how it's just
Size-wise?
just like a smaller strip mall size. The
Maybe
strip
give you
malls are
the-
everywhere now.
yeah,
Yeah.
And just
give you
put-
the ability to maybe look at something there, but then still buy online.
Yeah, right.
Well, and that's
No,
one of
I
the
mean,
things that they've said
they
is
could do
that
their own online. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
they
I
are
know.
planning on supplementing with their online store. So my guess would be that they may do what a lot of places do, that if you want to buy something online, you can get free shipping to the store. Gets them in the store, maybe they buy something else too.
Yeah, or you just buy it on Amazon.
Or yeah.
Well,
or
that's
you
the thing
could do
is,
that.
it's like Amazon, Walmart, Target. I guess those are the toy stores. But there's just the thing is, it feels tragic because like Toys R Us, they're still just even as an adult, I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. You walk into those stores, there's just a magic to it still. I mean, I get that it's
Now it's
you're an adult.
dying magic.
Yeah, and it's just I don't know.
Yeah.
It's fun to go. You see toys there that you just don't see at Walmart or at a Target because they don't have the real estate for it. And so it's
Like they have the whole kids instrument aisle.
yeah. Those are all terrible instruments too.
I know, but still, it gets you'll see if a kid walks through there and goes, "Oh, guitars look cool," and you can use.
Yeah.
I know, taking my kids when they were younger through there, we'd get ideas for down the road, things that maybe they're going to be interested in.
Yeah.
Well,
and it's fun. And that's a good starter place.
and they have the whole science thing in the back corner.
What I always loved is the front entrance when you walk in, and there's like all of those terrible, like battery operated
toys.
running things that are in these little closed tables that are just moving around.
How long has it been since you've been in a Toys R Us, Kyle?
I'm talking about KB.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say. Oh, yeah, I remember those. Those
Yeah.
were fun.
I think you can
KB
kind of
was
see one of
always
those
more
in
like
the little.
On the picture there.
The
front of the
Kmart
picture.
version of Walmart. You know, like
KB's was the Kmart version of Walmart.
Well, I'm saying like if Toys R Us was Walmart,
Oh, okay,
KB
gotcha.
Toys was like Kmart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
They were I mean, KB was always more expensive. It seemed like too. Like
and
they had a
it was
higher
always
markup.
smaller.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a giant store. So
This just happened today, though. I saw that the founder of Toys R Us died
The day after the announcement.
today. Well, it wasn't quite the day after.
Yeah.
That
same
was
week.
a couple days ago.
Yeah,
Same week.
The announcement was the same, but still, he's 94 years old. He died.
They
Funny
killed
thing
him.
is, his last name is Lazarus. So
whoa.
maybe Toys R Us is coming back. I mean,
Time of
just
year.
saying.
Oh wait.
Yeah. Yes.
April Fool.
That's harsh. We'd like to apologize to the Charles Lazarus family for any comment that Jeremy has made.
And to all of the Toys R Us.
I was implying that
Family.
Easter was on.
But I mean, the odds
1st
of
this
it,
year.
like, I don't know if he still had much to do. I didn't really dig into it too much, but like, it's just
They killed him.
crazy as like, company goes under and
Oh,
the
they
guy
killed
dies.
him. Absolutely.
Like,
He's
killed him.
like, it's over. There's nothing for me to live for anymore.
yeah, Jeffrey was just standing over him with a gun and said, "You know what time it is."
Oh no.
Tell me about the rabbits, Jeffrey. Tell me about the rabbits.
It's like, oh, we've had a good run, but we know the arrangement we made. If we ever were to go bankrupt, I was putting a bullet in your head.
Yeah, you're going
And then
down
I'm being brisket.
And then I'm
I
being
thought I was
brisket.
getting dark.
Jeffrey just popped a cap right into the owner's head.
No.
Condolences to his family. Sorry to talk about him that way.
Does Jeffrey
just
have hands?
Jeffrey has hoofs.
Okay,
He's got a
then how does he?
special.
Then
He's
how
got a
does-
special gun.
Is it a Nerf gun?
It's a
special Nerf gun.
Did he buy it on the toy black market?
yes.
Yes.
The arrow just bounces off the founder's head, and he's just like,
But then he dies from the shock.
Yes.
Okay.
that's good. Now Jeremy's rolling his eyes like it's distasteful, even though he's the one who said it was an April
You
Fool's
steered
joke.
us down this path with the
It's
April
all your
Fools.
fault. We blame you.
Go figure.
We always blame you.
Whether it actually is your fault or not, we blame you. That's just the way it goes. We all have roles.
So it's fine. Anyways, farewell, Toys R Us.
'Cause we're fat.
Welcome to the new world, KB Toys.
Good luck out there.
Good. I mean,
luck
good
out
luck
there.
competing against, Amazon.
Well, no, that Amazon isn't really what sank Toys R Us.
No, it's not.
It was backhanded deals, and
Yeah.
that left Toys R Us in massive amounts of debt.
Yes, that's true, because a lot of their debt got sold to whatever that terrible debt company is that buys up debt, and then, there's just a lot of behind closed doors.
I think that a toy store has the potential to be able to compete because in just the fact that you take a kid in there and there is, like you said, that magic that you're in a toy store, you're walking out with it. It's not a, hey, look at this on the screen. Do you want that? You can have it in 2 days when it gets
Well,
here.
see now toy purchasing is going to be much more YouTube driven,
yeah.
which it already has been for quite some time.
Yeah.
But that's where all the toy advertising is today.
Oh, you mean like those animations where Elsa gets pregnant and Spider-Man takes her shopping?
No. Not that. No, that's a different. That's a different corner of YouTube you're
Oh,
talking.
okay.
These are the ones where these adult women have really like girly manicures, and,
And
then
they-
they
Hey,
talk in a
YouTube.
high voice and they go,
Hey,
"Hi
YouTube.
kids, all right,
Hey,
now we're gonna
YouTube.
open this one up, and this one is it's magic egg. Oh, and then we got Mr. Jopkins, and then we got Mr. Magic, and then they're going to play, and then their heads explode.
And it's
the-
only going to cost you $10. Tell your mommy.
yeah. Now reach in your mommy's purse when she isn't looking and steal her money.
Click on the link below because I get more money if you do.
This would be a helpful skill when you start doing drugs. Yeah.
I still think the,
buy drugs from my affiliate
am I
link
still
too.
am I still the only one who's seen the oyster shucking videos that are live on Facebook now? It's a huge deal. I'm not kidding you.
I didn't know that was
I
a
believe
thing.
you, but
there's tons of live streams and it's all terrible. Yeah, look it up, Kyle.
oyster
It's
shucking.
all terrible. It's on YouTube Live
right.
or whatever they call their video. And
What?
they're always like these like you can tell they're probably in a trailer home.
Are you sure
And
that
they
they're
have
live?
and they have like a blanket or a sheet behind them, and to cover to make their set. And they've got a towel in front of them, and they're opening up oysters for people who paid them online in the chat for them to open the oyster for them to find the pearls.
Weird. I believe you. That's just weird.
Yeah, it's super weird, and they're paying like between like $10 and $30 per oyster that they shuck for them live. I looked on Amazon; they're like $2 a piece.
Well, there you go. You should start that. That should be your new gig.
I'm
Yeah,
thinking
do it.
this could work.
Yeah, yeah.
It'll be the second stream right next to
You
his.
should check it out. See, look at this. There's all kinds of them.
All right. Let's check our. We got anything in the mailbag? I don't even want to play the bumper if we don't.
No,
we got,
nope,
All right, now it's
nothing.
time to show where I would like to thank all of them lovely, great, and wonderful, kind, and caring, friendly Patreon peeps.
You didn't give me the time that I needed.
Yeah, crank that music. There's a lovely time now where you can go to patreon.com/minutetub and you can subscribe to us by donating money. These names you see up in shiny Patreon coral or our co-producers. That means they donate at a $10 level or higher, which means they're specialer. Not really. They just are generous. So if you'd like to be generous too, please go to patreon.com/mininthetub. Not really.
Apple.
I said the. And I meant
First letter of the alphabet.
Patreon.com/mininthetub.
We're in one of many tubs.
Yes, so that's a great place to go. Thank you for all your support. We do appreciate all our patrons out there. I would like to bring up another point to that. If you have an Amazon Prime account, that's the annual account you pay for to get the free 2-day shipping and you get the movies and all that stuff. So if you have that, you, whether you know it or not, are also in possession of one free Twitch subscription. So if you listen to us on audio only, or maybe you're watching this on YouTube right now. I'm looking at you. Yeah, you in your underwear. You with the Cheeto dust.
You can
on
show
your,
us
on
your
your
love.
All the Cheeto
You
dust.
and the Cheeto dust on the left nipple that you just wiped off with your hand.
We saw it.
We saw it right there.
Saw it all.
We
The
saw
whole
you do
dirty
it.
thing.
It's down by your
We
belly
know what
button now.
channel you just came from. It was the oyster one. Now, what we want you to do with that subscription is go to our Twitch page. That's twitch.tv/minutetub and hit subscribe and sign in.
That's all you have to do.
All you got to do is link your accounts. Link your Amazon account to your Twitch account. Sign in. Go to our page. Subscribe. Boom. And you have subscribed. For us, we've made some money. Then you give $5 technically, magic dollars to
$3.
Twitch,
$3.
and then we get $3.50 of that.
Yes.
And you just got to do that every month. Just to set a reminder. So
You could also just email us your username and password.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop Jeremy there. We
Yeah.
do not condone giving out your.
Don't give us that.
Please don't
We
send
don't
us
want that information.
Yeah, don't do that.
Kidding.
Kinda.
If you're that,
We'll just get a list together and no, I'm kidding.
if you're that naive,
I'm sorry,
I mean,
guys. Security matters.
I guess they deserve it if they're gonna send Jeremy their personal data. No, I don't know, but yeah, that would actually help us out a lot. It's a kind of an easy way. You're already paying for your thing, and you can support us. It's only $3.50 a month, but it adds up and it helps us a lot. So we would appreciate that greatly. Oliver just did that tonight, and we also appreciate him personally. A little kiss. A little kiss in the tub.
It's a little kiss in the tub.
So it's been a lovely evening. That about wraps up our show tonight. Is there anything I'm forgetting, fellas? Anything at all? Anything I didn't remember?
Come back next Wednesday.
For the loop.
For the loop.
That's at 9 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday. As always, the Tubcast is at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on Thursdays here at twitch.tv/minutetub. Whether you're down under or, up in Canada, hey? You can watch us anytime. We're always there for you. We have hundreds of hours of content on our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/minutetub. You can subscribe to us there. Check us out on the socials at Minutetub, whether it's on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. We have a Snapchat. We don't really use it, but you can
send us
you can
something.
send us a snap.
Snap us.
Maybe of you in the bathtub. Just kidding. Minutetub. We have to leave now, but if you guys want to help me out, I'm trying to fill out this Kanye Madness bracket for, March Madness. 64 Kanye West songs battling it out to be number one.
Who chooses who wins at each at least level of the bracket?
See, Jesus Walks or Murder to Excellence.
Oh, you choose.
Jesus Walks.
Yeah, okay, that's what I would say too. Streetlights or We Don't Care.
Streetlights.
Okay, I'm kind of with you on that one too.
Should Kyle and Eric just do a separate live stream?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel
maybe
like we
we
should
should
listen
do
to every one of these songs to decide.
Yeah.
Like
Do it.
Can't
You
Tell Me
guys should
Nothing
do
or
that.
Amazing.
Amazing.
You could do 5-second clips of each song.
I just feel like All the Lights is gonna win this no matter
Yeah,
what.
probably.
That's the problem. Like. All right, good night, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Let me know on Twitter which song should win. At Minute Tub, at Eric Went, at Kyle Christians, at Jeremy J. Holt, at Nathan Smith 30,
Hello.
at Kibbles something. I don't know. What's your stupid Twitter? Type of-
They find ours, they find his.